Hey y'all, Katrina here with Gal Gone Camping, and I have just entered a trail, which is Kentucky's longest trail. Gonna let you guys guess what that is. It's named after a feller you may have heard of. Name is Daniel Boone. If y'all are interested and want to find out more, come along on this little mini adventure. Just come on back. See you in a minute. Hey everybody, welcome back. So if you guys have guessed it, the Kentucky's longest trail is the Sheltowee Trace. It is a national recreation trail that runs through Kentucky, through the Daniel Boone National Forest, and through the Big South Fork National River recreation area in Tennessee. So it covers well, it's over 300 miles, like 330 miles or something like that combined. It's a backcountry trail, and covers those areas of Kentucky and Tennessee, and I am in the area of Morehead. The northern part of the trail is in Morehead, and I just started on it at the trailhead here, or just right in the Morehead area, and I just crossed a little creek. I'm going to turn the camera around here. I just got started. So I just crossed that little creek there. Beautiful day. I took advantage of a pretty day in January. Got some sunshine. It's gorgeous actually, and I despise winter. It's not that I really hate it. It's just that my body won't tolerate it. It's terrible, but so I'm forcing myself to get out. And if there is a slightly warm day, it has been so cold. And when the sun's out, I try to take advantage of it. So I'm here, and so like I said, Sheltowee Trace. In the name, it's named after Daniel Boone, but the name was given to him by Chief Blackfish of the Shawnee Indian tribe. So Daniel Boone was all over this place. I mean, if you've read anything about him, and it's absolutely amazing what the man did in his lifetime and all he accomplished, but amazing. But one of the things that he did, he was a leader for a salt brigade that was here in the area. Kentucky's known for its salt licks. And on one of those trips, he was actually captured by the Shawnee. But he stayed with them, I think, like 4 months. And he actually was kind of adopted into the Shawnee family here in the area in that tribe. And Chief Blackfish is the one who named him Sheltowee. That's the Shawnee name, and it stands for Big Turtle. So I've been trying to research and see what is there any information that made the chief name, give that name to Daniel Boone, Big Turtle. So I don't know. I think it's kind of odd, but if you guys have any information on that, some of you who are really into Daniel Boone stuff or know any information about why he named him Big Turtle, put it in the comments, please. I'd love to know. So, what else? This trail, in this area, it dips down into it goes up along the ridge line. You'll be able to see parts of Cave Run Lake through this area. And then I would absolutely love to take this entire trail. I would love to do this backcountry trail. And maybe someday if I have the time. But sometimes on these long trails, I can only do sections. So I'm going to try to do just this little section today, and then maybe come back and finish the section on this. I think there's 9 miles from the trailhead here in Morehead, the trailhead entrance here to the trail in Morehead, to where it comes out in the town of Morehead is like 9 miles point to point. So that would be a great little trip. So I don't have time for it today, but just came out here for a short little walk and to see where it was, and to let you all know about it. Always, like I said, love to promote my home state of Kentucky. I promote anywhere that I'm at when I'm traveling, people, places, and events, and let folks know about them, and so help everybody. So I am going to flip the camera around here. Like I said, I've never been on this trail, and I just started, crossed a little creek, and there at the little map kiosk thing, it told about it, and it's a really neat little place. It's beautiful so far. So I'm just going to go down here a little ways, and we are going to check it out. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Y'all follow along. creek. A lot of fallen trees. A lot. Probably some come down through the winter with some winter snow. We really had. We had one big snow here at Christmas. In my area, we had like 6 inches of snow. Some of this looks like it's been cut. There's probably been some trail maintenance done, which is good. It's like some good firewood. So this little creek just meanders along through here, and wow, lots of trees fallen or have been cut. They haven't. Some of them looks like they fell, but most of them's been cut. Beautiful day. I'm telling you, the sunshine just makes such a difference in me. Touched on that a little bit before when I've talked about, you know, being in a mood and depression and stuff. The weather, I think, affects me more than anything else. Looks like where some water has come down through that little branch. Okay, you guys, I'm going to see where this goes. Find anything else interesting, I'll be back. So stay tuned. One of the trail markers for the Sheltowee Trace with the turtle on it. Which, as I was telling you before, it's what the Shawnee chief blackfish named Daniel Boone is Big Turtle. I would just really love to find out why he named him that. But anyway, what I found so far on this, I mean, I've only been on it for a short ways because I don't have time. I'm going to turn this back around, is the fallen trees. And a lot of them were cut, like they were maybe doing trail maintenance or whatever, but a lot are fallen, like uprooted trees, big trees. See, that's been uprooted. And, you know, doesn't appear that there's been like anything to push it over, like heavy equipment or anything up there. There's not I don't think there's another trail, or I don't think it switchbacks up through there. But, you know, I got to thinking that several years ago, we had a tornado not far from here. I don't remember what all damage it did in Morehead, but I know not far from here in a town called West Liberty, it done a tremendous amount of damage that people are still recovering from. So I'm thinking that, you know, look at this. A lot of this may have been from that, you know, and they've come through here and cut them, you know, cut through, because there's just such an abundance of it. And we've not had any bad winter or heavy snow or ice in the last few years, actually. Also, up on this, looks like they put a couple logs here for a pathway if you want to use it. But look at this. The design that somebody's cut into that, like a diamond shape or an X. Not really sure what that means, but it's interesting. Pretty. Look at this. These trees. Now they've been cut, so it's like if you can see there, it's like, you know, they've fallen from the hillside, blocking the trail, and they've come through and cut them. But I'm just wondering if any of that was in fact due to the tornado damage we had a few years back. Look at this moss, you guys. It's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. What's the saying? Moss grows fast on a rolling stone, but looks to me like it also grows fast on a log, don't it? Beautiful. Love nature. Love nature. Can't get enough of it. I saw something. Take a picture of. I can find it. I think it's right up here. That definitely looks like it could be something's home. I just thought, wow, I wish I could sit here and just be very still and just watch and listen and see if anything actually went into it. I'm sure it's a, let's see, where's it at? I think it's up here. Oh, such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. It's starting to get cold though. I can't wait to come back here and finish this trail, take it all the way into Morehead to the town. Some of these crosses the creek. Some of these fallen logs. Now that one might hold me up. I don't know about some of these. Look at that. Would y'all do it? Would you walk across that? Risk falling into the creek? I'd probably scoot across. I know I wouldn't walk because I know how clumsy I am. I'm like a bull in a china shop anyway. I'd fall for sure first attempt. But I would definitely sit down on my butt and scoot across. You ever notice, I don't know about y'all, but for me, the things I enjoyed doing as a kid, I still enjoy it. I might not be able to do it like I used to, but you know, I still like the same things as I did when I was a kid. Still have the same interests, the same imagination, the same dreams. Here it is. Check this out, y'all. Look at this. What do you think? Box den, coyote den, little bear cub. Bear cub be perfect in there. Definitely an awesome home for something. You know, that's the kind of place you'd look for if you were seeking shelter for, you know, emergency shelter if you was out here lost or whatever. But the thing about that is you might run into another tenant. Friendly or not friendly, who knows? Anyway, check this out too. This is where one of these trees had fallen. I mean, look, that is a huge tree. Look at the root on that thing. It has fallen across here. Other trees have caught it. And this is how it landed. In that other tree. And where it's caught these other trees, it's just like, that would be like a perfect nest for some kind of bird. I just wonder if they're utilizing that. Ready made. Alright, gonna continue out. There's really not much else to see on the way out here, but I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit, so stay tuned. Hey y'all, so I'm coming back to the trail entrance, to the trailhead where I came in, and I definitely want to come back here and finish this, because this looks like a neat little trail, and I just got to see part of it. But coming back out here, and I just, you know, I read quite a bit about Daniel Boone and being from Kentucky, and it's just, I would have really liked to have met him. I really, really would have liked to have met Daniel Boone. I've always been a lover of history, and always, you know, if I had my choice, I would go back in the past. I have no interest in futuristic stuff. I never did. But, you know, what an awesome explorer and, oh my gosh, trader and mountain man. Everything that he did, if you read, you'll be amazed at things that he was able to accomplish in his lifetime and survive. You know, survive Indian attacks and go through the heartbreak that he did. You know, his son was killed with an Indian attack, and it would just be amazing. He'd be an amazing individual to talk to. So, I'm going to flip this around. Here's the creek across coming in to the trailhead. Listen, can you hear that? It's just so soothing. I love water. Love to hear water. So here they've got some blocks to help you across. Not sure how much that helps people like me. made it. I made it without getting wet, y'all. Yay me. All right. Back to the trailhead. And you guys, this is very easy to find. If you guys are out looking for a trail or are interested in this Sheltowee Trace Trail, you take, I think it's exit 137 off of I-64, the Morehead exit, and then you just take from there, you follow, I think it's 30, is it 32? Is it 32 out that way? Or, and then you turn off onto 137, or I'll put all that on here. But it's easy to find. You know, you just put Sheltowee Trace Trailhead, Morehead, Kentucky, and it'll come up. Very easy to find here. Basically just 2 turns and you're there. So here we are, back to the trailhead, back to the main road here. Yeah, so if you follow this trail that I was on, it's 10 miles to Dry Branch Road, and it's 26.5 miles to Morehead. That would be an awesome little hike, or big hike. And here it tells you about some of the plant species. So awesome, just awesome. Kentucky has so much to offer. You know, I love to travel, and I love to go everywhere that I can go and visit other places, but Kentucky is home, and we have a lot to offer here. So any of you travelers, hikers, campers out there coming through eastern Kentucky, check out the Sheltowee Trace. But like I said, it goes through Kentucky and Tennessee for it's a over 300-mile backcountry trail. So pretty awesome. And I'm back at the Little Et, which I'm going to do a video on eventually, guys, about how this is my micro camper for certain outings, and how you can convert your minivan and other vehicles to be a camper. Alrighty, guys, till next time, stay tuned. A lot more coming up, a lot more videos on all kinds of things, all kinds of fun and adventure and how-to things, and some cooking tips, and it's just going to be an awesome year. I know things look bad, but we're going to make it great. I'm going to make it a great year. I choose to be happy. You have to get through this world, don't you? All right, you guys, remember, don't wait to live. See y'all down the road. Remember to subscribe here to Galgone Camping, the YouTube channel. Hop over to galgonecamping.com. Subscribe to the blog. And follow along on Facebook and Instagram. And please share with anybody you think that would be interested in the things that we do here on this channel. Lots of fun, you guys. Lots of fun, and learn a lot. You guys post comments. If you've been, people's been here on the Sheltowee Trace in this area, in this section of it, post a comment if you want. Let me know what you thought about it, and if you've been on the other parts of it too. So, all right, you guys. Talk to you later. Have a great day.